Coverage you can count on continues with Glenn Marini's Sports Report.
Back in the fall of 2000, the East Noble Knights won their way to the RCA Dome. The Knights beating Plainfield 28-7 to win the 4A state championship. It was and still is the only team to win a state championship in East Noble history. With that in mind, we rewind 15 years in this week's Throwback Thursday.
A little bit of it now, looking back, kind of feels like we caught lightning in a bottle, so to speak, because it was a little bit of a surprise, but as the season went on and we started to realize more that this could be a special group and something good was really happening.
Since East Noble and Plainfield had never played for the state title before, this really figured to be a battle of nerves. Which one would have them and which one wouldn't?
You know, I don't know that we ever felt like we were the underdogs because we always knew we could win. We just went out and played the game and just dominated.
Jesse Cox powers his way in for the 6, and the Knights lead by 6 early in the first quarter.
If we had gotten down early, it wouldn't have mattered to these guys. They were just straight tough, and they weren't going to be intimidated. So I think getting down early would not have bothered them, but getting up really made confidence grow, and we blocked a punt and scored off of that. And I think really Plainfield probably got put on their heels fast.
After a Quakers TD, Gator hits Matt Spencer on a 4th and 27 play for an incredible touchdown. The Knights have a 21-7 lead and the momentum at the half.
Getting him in the end zone, not only did it, put us up 21-7, but it got one of our better players to be excited, and that really helped us. And going into halftime, we knew 2 more quarters, Spencer's going, we're going to be okay.
The offense just kept on grinding and grinding and grinding out the yards. Watch Tyler Knox dragging defenders 11 yards out all the way into the end zone. Knights lead it now 28-7.
Well, not very often, but I do. Yeah, there's still people that talk about that. I don't remember. You're just kind of in the zone at that point, and you're just trying to get into the end zone, and yeah, luckily I made it.
Still, the Knights forced a couple of more turnovers for good measure, and then they ran out the clock on their first ever state championship football title. Then it was time to celebrate. The final from the RCA Dome, Knights 28-7.
I don't think our defense has gotten enough credit this year. Our offense puts points on the board, but if it wasn't for the defense, we wouldn't be here right now.
When it struck 0, we really couldn't believe it. And then we just started hugging each other and celebrating, and then it finally sunk in for us that, we did it all the way.
I think for the community it was a big thing for us, and, like I said, it's still something that's talked about in the community, and more so for that aspect, I think it was pretty special.
It was, anybody who's ever coached, who's gotten to that level, probably the only people that can know that it's hard to describe, how you feel when you win something like that, especially with a group that, you've gotten close with. It was something else.
As for head coach Tim Abel, he took the top job at Decatur Central the next season. After 8 seasons there, he coached at New Palestine and has spent the last 3 seasons at Triton Central. And I'll tell you what, Sarah, these guys were great to talk to afterwards and really kind of put East Noble football on the map. They hadn't had a lot of success beforehand. They won the state championship in 2000, then went back to the state title game in 2003, and pretty much have been a constant winner ever since. So congratulations to those guys for setting the tone for East Noble football. We see it now today.
Yeah.